Here's a little story. Joe Biden, Bruce Lee, and an American worker are sitting at a table where there are 10 pies. Joe eats 9 of the pies. Bruce orders more pies. Joe shoots the waiter and says to the worker, "You want to watch out for Bruce. He's after your pie." The US is in deep trouble of its own making. $34 trillion in debt, up to its eyeballs in war, a former president on trial, social breakdown, and a possible civil war looming. The top 1% have sucked all the juice out of the American economy, and now own as much as the bottom 90%. They're having to look further afield for their money fix, and I wonder where that could be. When America had its devastating crash of 2008, the one that threatened to take us all down, remember? Who was it who bailed them out? China. The Chinese bought over $1 trillion in debt and got their huge new middle class of over 500 million people to consume more. That's bigger than the entire population of the USA. China invested massively in infrastructure to stimulate economies. It allowed global currencies to devalue against the yuan and took the hit themselves. What's more, the rescue operation kick-started the longest bull run ever in American markets. But no good deed goes unpunished. Instead of working with China to grow the economy for everyone in the world, the American elite see China as the goose that lays the golden eggs, and they're coming to wring its neck in a new Opium Wars for the 21st century. Back in the 19th century, 8 foreign nations carved up China when Britain forced its mass-produced opium onto the entire country at gunpoint. Britain, France, Russia, Japan, Germany, Italy, Austria-Hungary, and, of course, the United States of America. They all made their great wealth out of China's ruin. And here they are trying to do it all over again because they're stuck in this one bandit mode that worked for them 2 centuries ago. But this time, China is no pushover. If the US get their Viking raiding party together, it's seriously likely to lead to World War III with all the death and destruction that means, all because our leaders didn't have the imagination to choose cooperation over conflict. And don't think we're going to sit it out either, unless you happen to be one of the billionaires sitting in your luxury bunkers with swimming pools, petting zoos and daylight bulbs. Unfortunately, here in the UK, after promising fantastic trade deals with China, if only we voted for Brexit, the government, who's pillaged and wrecked our economy, has nailed us to the USS Titanic, and it's firing torpedoes at our global growth engine and lifeboat. You want to watch out for the crazies dragging us into World War III. They're after your pie.